Hi all, so welcome to this channel, and from now I'm going to start with a new series of videos that is based upon DDS to DDL conversion. So basically we have DDS PF or DDS files in our IBM database, so we are now converting them to the SQL, that is DDL. So let's start with the video. So we will be seeing different videos in this regard in my next coming video. So let's start with this one. So here we'll discussing create table versus create PF in IBM AS400. So basically we have a PF DDS file and we will be converting that to the DDL one using the create table command. So just do work member PDM here. So here we have a DDS. So we have a unique keyword there, that is a unique key field or named field 1, and we have other several fields of character or graphic types or the packed or zone types. Packed is decimal and zoned is numeric. So we can see several other keywords used, like var length means it's a varying field, a CCS ID with the graphic field, uh, saying it's a Unicode field, and it's allow null. So other fields are not null with default, but this can allow null to be inserted into the column. Now let's compile this. So we can see the object gets created. Just do the DSPFD to see what are all unique keys. Unique, yes, it's a unique key file, and unique key field is this one, record format is this one, and other things. So if I do DSPFD, I would see the attributes of the fields like character, graphic, pack zone, its length, and the CSS ID is associated with the fields. So we will be having CSS IDs with the character or the graphic fields, not with the packed zone, that is numeric fields. So if I do STSQL select star from DDS1, I can see character, it's a var length use, so varchar, it's a graphic, it's a character, decimal and numeric. So packed is decimal and numeric is zone. So for this one we have used nulls as one. You can see why it's null. 1, which means it allows null. For other it is 3, which means not null with default. So now we'll start writing a DDL script for this DDS PF. So let's see what command we use for creating the PF, that is create PF. Now we will be creating a table script, that is create table. Now after that we will be writing the table name. So let's say it's a DDL1 table, start of the bracket, and let's close the bracket. Just do shift F3 and open this. So we can see we have the first field, that is field 1. So we'll be writing the field 1 name, and it's the type, that is char. Either we can use character or char both. Char 10. So here it's not null and default, but here if I do not specify that, it would be by default null. So let's define it's not null with default. For character default is blank, and it's a unique key. So field 1 is unique here, as I can see. Key field is field 1, and that's a unique, because unique keyword is used in the DDS. So we need to define unique as well. So this is the one way of doing the things. If we have another way too that I'll be discussing in the next videos for adding the constraint. So here I have the unique key in my file. So if I have added the constraint using the @pfcst, so I would be adding the constraint here. So I'm not covering here. I'll be discussing that later. So field 1, this one. Field 2 is char 20, and it's var length, so it's a var char 20, and again it's not null with default. So unique is not required here because this is not a unique key field. And then the field 3, and that's a graphic, so not null, default goes here. So here we have CCS ID that we need to define. So for others, for these two fields, we have the default job CCS ID. So we are not specifying the CCS ID there. Field 4 is allow null. Field 4 char 30. So I'm not using not null with default here. So it's default null. Field 5 is decimal 2. So if we have two P0, we can specify 2 here because it's a V7R4, and on below versions you can specify, like on V7R1 I think you can specify V 2,0. That's compiler detect and would compile that in that format. But here if we do not have till now 2p,1 or 2 or something, we cannot use comma here. So it's again not null with default. So default is 0 here. So in place of default, I can use, in place of with default we can use default 0, or here we can use default then blank. That's a blank within the quotes like this. Then in that case we need to remove the with clause. So the same way, field 6 numeric to not null with default. So that's all fields which are covered here. So all the columns are now converted to the SQL table columns, or you can say all the fields of this file are converted to the table columns. Now one thing left is the record format thing. So for that purpose, let me tell you the difference. In DDS we need a record format, but in DDL we do not require a record format. So it automatically gives the record format name as default. But if we want, we can give the record format name same as a DDS to just convert a DDS to the DDL, that is to match with the DDS, so that the previous functionalities which are built over the DDS should continue work and they do not break. So record format keyword can be used here, and here we can provide the record format name. So just save this and again check. So we have now ready with the create table command. So we have successfully written a DDL script for that DDS PF. So here one thing, it's not got, it's not. Now for compiling this, we need to use run SQL statement, because we have the DDL create table command within a source member, within an SQL source member, and we need to compile that using the run SQL stream command. So this is GDS to DDL source file, this is library, and that's the source member which we want to compile. Commit none. Let's see what all the errors are. Okay. I did one mistake here. So with the lengths we must specify brackets, but for CCS ID we must not use these brackets. It's simply this one, CCS ID 1200. So let's compile this now. Let's check what the error is. Position 8 is this one. Okay, I use cat somewhere. Okay, it's car. I just done it incorrectly. So now you can see run SQL statement command ran successfully. We are ready with the object DDL1. Now just compare both tables. So it was the DDS1 thing, field 1, field 2, character varchar, graphic character, 10, 20, 15, 30, decimal numeric. If I do scaling 333133, so let's check for the DDL1. Character varchar, graphic character, decimal numeric, and all these things are same. 333133, that's the same thing. So we have now converted this file to the DDL. Just do the DSPFD thing on DDL1 to check the unique key thing. So here you will be seeing the constraint. Our default constraint name is generated and of type unique, and key field is field 1. So now do DSPFD to see what all are the attributes. Field 1 character this, and field 2 char this, and it's a variable length field, that's correct. It's a graphic 1200, and this you can see it grabs the job CCS ID 273, allows the null value, that's correct. Field 5 packed and zone. So if I do DDS1, that was the earlier PF. So all the things are same, as you can see. It's allow null, it's variable length field, field 1, field 2, job CCS IDs, it's 1200, and all other things are same. So you can see you have achieved the same file. So whatever you have in the DDS PF, you got the same thing in the DDL1. So this way you will be actually converting your DDS PF in IBM IS400 to the SQL tables, to the DDL tables. So that's the whole video talks about, that how we'll be converting the DDS to the same DDL table with the same structure, same attributes. Uh, so this way you learn on the thing that how we can convert a DDS table to the DDL table. in IBM AS400. So that's all in this video. We will discuss further things in this regard in my next videos. So just wait for that. Thanks.